country here. The people are very nice, and there is lots of history here. It's interesting to see how the people have progressed from not realizing what their history is here to becoming much more interested in it. And we do a lot of family histories, genealogy. People are trying to find their roots again and know what they came from and how long ago. Well, nearly all the families here can trace their roots back to the fur trade voyageurs, either the ones out of Montreal with the Northwest Company who were here first, the French kind of descendants. And then we had later on the Hudson Bay, the Scottish, the English came in. And we kind of have the two groups of people still within the community. Fur that came out of this area was very high quality, and they said they could recognize Athabasca Delta fur in the depot in Montreal simply by looking at it. It didn't need to be tagged for them to know where it came from. We get a lot of comments on a buffalo coat that we have downstairs donated to us. And, you know, it's hard to believe that it was such a heavy article of clothing, but it must have been extremely warm. Well, just some of the old travel trunks that we have downstairs came over from the Orkney Islands. We have a progression of sewing machines that the women like. And, well, even washing facilities from the old scrub board to, you know, 2 or 3 more modern type washing machines. One of the most interesting artifacts for me is a very ornate dog blanket downstairs that was made, and it's all done up with embroidery work, very fancy, so for special occasions they would have dressed the dogs up, you know. And I often wonder where the women had time to do that, because life was hard and, you know, they didn't have the conveniences that we have here today. But they dressed their family, they dressed their dogs as well. I think there is a strong interest in how people lived in the past, because how they lived in the past kind of shapes what we do today. And, you know, they had to work hard. Life here is pretty soft now compared to 50 years ago when we had no radio station, no TV, no running water, no facilities that we have today, and maybe we had 24 vehicles in town. And we still had a lot of skidoos and dog teams in those days. So life has changed drastically for the people here.